Hi everyone. Welcome back to Yukikoi Melt, episode 32. So we're now in the Taruhi section of the common root, and I'm not sure what it will be about and what Taruhi will offer to Miharu. But anyways, so far in episode 31, we see that Taruhi is a perfectionist. So when everyone was brushing their teeth, Taruhi turned Miharu away when she was rinsing because it looks ugly. And then she apologized about, oh, so you met me when I was half awake and I was saying all these things and it's making me not girly. And the biggest problem for Taruhi is that everyone sees her as this winter master, someone who's really good with winter, but that's not the case, and Miharu is able to see that. And Taruhi wants to, at some point, reveal that she is not the winter master that everyone claims her to be. And I think that's where Miharu needs to step in and help Taruhi out. So anyways, Taruhi's gained some advice from people about how to deal with this and be comfortable to reveal the truth. So let's see what she says.
ちょっといいですか?
Okay. So during breakfast, Himegiri cautiously starts speaking. So Himegiri glances at me, so this is probably it. So I give her a small, reassuring nod.
どうしたんだい?
So what's wrong?
私ですね。何? 妊娠でもした? いや、わかりやすい冗談にそこまで反応されても。
So you could just have to ruin the moment.
まさかあんた、私を差し置いてすでにパコパコ美味しい既成事実を?
And once again, Yuka being upset that she's single and other people are getting ahead of her in life.
先生? はい。
Okay, so what's wrong?
朝ですよ.
So I noticed that you're being a little bit crazy very early in the morning.
はい。冗談だってずり.
So the serious look in your eyes is telling me otherwise.
一片の情けもないマジだったし。あんたらもどうせすぐに思い知ることになるのさ。みそじという大きな曲がり角を目の前にした人類女性のエトセトラを。
And I think she's trying to pass the message to everyone. It's like, well, you will see when you turn 30, you're going to be all upset, all angry if you are not married. So don't just involve half of all mankind in your brooding. Ha ha ha. So Misumi teacher's antics totally threw Himegiri off track. So you were about to say something, but the teacher just had to ruin it with her rambling about, oh, so I see you two getting close together, getting married, having a family. Okay, so what were you trying to say now, Himegiri? So back to the main topic.
か私というかその話があって。
Okay, so this is going well so far with Teacher Misumi soaking. So now's the best chance to have a serious conversation.
私実は実は
Come on, so what do you want to say? We are all listening.
実はですね、その
Okay, so just a little bit more. So Misumi's starting to come out of her stupor, but let's see. I will use a piece of grilled cuttlefish to distract her for time being.
外が寒いのか、その今日みたいに一段と冷える日なんかは、冷える日なんかは
So, what is it about cold?
外にいるのが辛い人もいるわけで。なるほど、わかりました。
So, pretty much Taruhi's giving everyone the wrong information. So Taruhi's like, well, some people don't like going out in the cold.
今日朝からゆきちゃんとジャンプ台の制作をして、今日一日みはる先輩のスキー特訓をお手伝いしようと思っていたんです。
And they think that Taruhi's talking about Miharu, even though that's not the case.
けれどそうですね、寒いのに無理強いはダメですよね。カノンさん、また勇み足でした。
Well, then again, I kind of went too fast, so I made a snow ramp for Miharu to practice skiing and well, girls, you know, I can't even ski straight on flat land. And you were building a ramp for me?
食療法。
Well, didn't you say that? So didn't people say that you have to be good at walking before you go running? Well, that has literally never been known to work.
何を、ユキは冬の申し子だし、素人でもない玄人的なあれだし。
But then again, shock therapy and being a winter lover are two different things. Well, that only makes you sound more suspicious.
そうじゃ。大丈夫です。ジャンプ台は活用します。みはる先輩、スキーじゃなくてソリでなら OK ですよね。
So now it's really hard for Taruhi to correct herself. So pretty much Kanon and Yuki have taken over the conversation. And they believe that Taruhi's like, oh, so the someone that you referred to is Miharu. Wait, so what's up with your obsession with making me go down ramps? Well, the idea that you get all this chilly wind blowing at you and the thrill of going fast.
リアクション芸人の定め。先日の見事な人間魚雷をもう一度。
And I'm sure that's nothing to be excited about. Hey, so that wasn't a trick, and I won't do it again, so no.
とかく今日は吹雪みたいだからね。岡崎くんを無理に野外活動に引っ張り出しても逆効果だろうね。
Okay, so today's not an appropriate time because there is a snowstorm coming. Okay.
さっきから岡崎くんの話ばっかりだけど。
There you go. Well, that's right. So tell them that your point has nothing to do with me. So just reveal everything.
寒いのが苦手なの。
Well, that's still going to give people the wrong interpretation.
だから今日は控えようという話なのだよね。
Yeah, well, we are listening to you. So the someone that you refer to is Miharu.
さすがタルヒ先輩です。私たちなんてどうやって好きになってもらおうかと押してばっかりでした。押してダメなら引いてみる的なあれ。ああ、北風と太陽だね。
Well, come on. So is that something you really want to discuss right in front of the person you're trying to convince? Himeguri gives a energetic nod, but everyone's still looking at me, so they don't even notice.
いや、こうしてあえて聞かせることも大事だと思うよ。
そうですね。冬の楽しさは屋外だけにあらずとはっきり伝えることができるわけですし。さすが冬マスター。そんなことないよ。思いつきというか、そこまで考えてのことじゃないというか。またまた謙遜を。さすがですね。
Okay, I believe it's getting harder and harder for Taruhi to cut in with the truth. So seeing that the plan has failed for sure, now I give Himeguri a stern but sympathetic look. Okay, I guess this is how we're going to go with then. So, Himeguri? Sorry. So basically, Taruhi pushed the statement onto Miharu, even though that was not what she was intending. And she finds it hard to say that the someone is her. So someone pulls at my sleeve as I'm about to step outside after breakfast. So I turn around to see Himeguri, wary of her surroundings. She leans her face close to mine.
早急な作戦会議を希望します。
But I wonder how effective a meeting will help Taruhi and her problem. Well, I suppose you do, before it's too late. So we nod at each other, and Himeguri lets go of my sleeve.
ああ、岡崎くん、あれ忘れてるよね。
So what did you forget?
ほら、
So
とにかく重要なあれ。
So what's the that? What's the this? So Taruhi winks at me multiple times. Oh, yeah, so that thing. Okay, I really forgot. So I'm sure Taruhi's referring to the heat packs. And she's afraid to reveal what it is because that's going to make her lose her perfect image. And I'm sure Taruhi expects Miharu to understand what the that is referring to.
何か忘れ物？
And also, there are other girls around. And revealing what that is bad. Yes, so we'll head back to pick it up real quick. So just go on ahead without us.
そうですか？なんでしたら私が取ってきてスノボでシャーッと下っていてお届けしますけど。
Oh, don't worry. So if you really need it, and to save time, I can deliver it to you on my snowboard. And I'm sure that's a super duper no for Taruhi.
大丈夫。ありがとう。
There you go. So you should stop chattering and hurry, or else you might miss the train yourselves.
そうかい？それじゃあ先に行くが、くれぐれも二人も遅れないようにね。
Well, I'm sure for Kanon, it doesn't matter because Kanon snowboards down the mountain. Okay, so see you later. I wave everyone goodbye, and when they finally disappear from sight, well, that was a terrible excuse.
だね。自分でもひどいと思った。
Yeah, I know, it is quite bad.
それにしても、どうしたらいいんだろう。
So what can I do now? Well, I suppose we wouldn't be in this position if you knew.
だよね。なんか、言おうと思っても、さっきみたいな感じでいつも失敗しちゃうんだよね。
Well, the main issue is that you're a master of winter in their eyes, and everything you say goes through the filter. Well, it's more like Taruhi isn't making herself clear about what she's trying to say, and it gets interpreted in the wrong ways. And when she mentions someone, it really sounds like the someone is referring to Miharu. So, having your words being constantly misinterpreted is definitely tough. But putting that aside, well, you'll never get anywhere if you always go along with the conversation.
こう、カノンちゃんのあの期待の眼差しを受けると、どうしても答えてあげたい気持ちに。
Well, I know the feeling, so that earnest look just melts your heart. So I've fallen prey to it more than once, as my stomach can attest. So how about you write it down on a piece of paper? So maybe that will make you more comfortable at sharing your message.
スケッチブックに書くの？
I think going to a letter is better.
手紙か。それもいいかもね。よし、やってみよう。
So Miharu probably believes that a letter will make it seem more official and carry more weight than a sketchbook that's meant for doodles and just light scratch work.
岡崎くんも一緒に文面を考えてね。
No, well, that's something you should do yourself. So the most I can do is offer some advice.
あ、そっか。それじゃあ一度自分で書いてみるね。
Okay.
なんて書こうかな。あ、メモしておこう。ノート。
So I think Taruhi's making it too complicated. So Himeguri begins rummaging through her bag with a somewhat more cheerful expression than before. And at the moment, her profile looks completely different from the one I know the best. So the Taruhi tomato. But this is the real Himeguri Taruhi. And all she has to do is show this side of her to the other girls. Well, if you could at least do something about her silly penchant for putting on airs, or being perfect. Well, actually, how did she even develop such a trait? And as I think about it, I spy a Unimaru doodle in Taruhi's notebook as she flips through the pages. If my memory serves me correctly, he originally came into being because her little sisters made her draw something. And I remember Taruhi blaming her sisters for one of her creations hurting Miharu during that little promotion event at the mall. And even though she's not that good of an artist, her sisters continued to beg her for more drawings, which led to countless more being made.
何かノートに書いておくこと思いついた？
So, any ideas? Well, I think I figured something out. Or I figured out what caused you to develop the tendency to put on a strong act and make yourself look good.
何？教えて。
So what is it? So is it because of your sisters? So did they influence you?
妹ちゃんたちがなんで？
So your sisters ask you for all sorts of things, and you can't bring yourself to say no to them. So is that how you got your inclination to bend the truth a little? Well, that must be it. Well, I see, so that makes sense. So you feel like you have to live up to everyone's expectations, realistic or not, and that's very dangerous.
だね。確かに言われてみたらいろいろ腑に落ちることが。すごいね、岡崎くん。
Hahaha, well, you can't leave all the psychoanalysis to me.
それで原因が分かったところでどうしたらいいのかな？
Well, that's gonna be up to Taruhi, mostly. So Miharu doesn't know.
え？
Well, I mean, I just come up with a hypothesis. So let's take some time to think it through.
そうだね。
Well, just focus on the letter for now.
はい。
And so, we awkwardly wait for the train to reach the destination in silence.
あの時のことも書いて、いや、でもそれは今はいいか。じゃあ。
And it's hard for Taruhi just to write a letter. Well, he may agree, so be careful not to walk into anything, okay? So I see that you're looking down as we're walking through this mall, and you don't know who you will bump into.
そうだね。
So, hey, you're not even listening.
マフラー引っ張っちゃめ。
Well, I'm telling you that it's dangerous to walk with your head in the clouds.
もう、だからって、もう。
Well, that doesn't mean I can't do it. But then again, Miharu is worried that Taruhi might crash into someone. Kind of like what happened in the beginning of Pure Girl with Miyako. So Miyako wears a hat, and it kind of blocks her field of vision.
ママぎゅうぎゅう、うしうし、おいしい牛乳を出す牛さんだぞ、絞っちゃうぞ。
So I wonder where the cow relation came from, or how it fits in. And I feel that Miharu just brought it up out from thin air. So, what the hell was that?
いや、ごめん。今の最近妹たちが口ずさんでた歌で。
So your sisters are, again... Wait, so did you say lately? And how is that even possible when you live in the dormitory?
その電話で一緒に歌ってて。
Okay, so how does it go again? That music?
言わないでよ
Okay, so the problem is that when Miharu mentioned about cows and Moo, Taruhi just went to song naturally. And then when Miharu questioned Taruhi about it, Taruhi feels embarrassed to the point where she wants to bury it and not let Miharu know how the song goes. So Meguri flails her arms about. So her small fists land on my upper arm, nowhere near hard enough to hurt me. And so it's nice when a girl does that. It feels more like a light caress with some bigger guys that don't know their own strength. Well, you can sometimes end up with a bruise. Okay. And anyway, so the point is, walk properly if you don't want to be led around like a co-livestock.
なんで言い直したのか気になるけど、あえて放置しておくことにして、私は歩くよ。
Moo, moo.
何それ、返事のつもり？まったくもう。
Oops, I went too fast. So Himeguri gives me a resigned look in response to my grin. And with that, our conversation comes to a halt, and we continue to walk in silence. So now that I think about it, we ended up walking to school together. I decided not to tell anyone I was moving to a new dorm while the details were still being worked out. But well, I figured we should just let it play out naturally, so I might as well go with that. And I won't think about it anymore. And helping Himeguri is more important right now.
Okazaki-kun, ご飯行くの?
Okay, so what I believe why Miharu would mention cow is that I think he's talking about that's what Taruhi looks like when she's walking, looking down on her letter and not being aware about what's in front of her. And it's like, well, you'll crash into everything and it looks like you will have to be led by someone. Kind of like a cow being led by the master. And then following through, Taruhi just starts singing a song about cows. So anyways, it's on lunch and so Meguri addresses me as I stand with the lunch Shizuri gave me. Okay, so I wonder how long it's been since he got some lunch from Shizuri. So Yuki wanted to serve Miharu a lunch, and so did Kanon. Yeah, so I think I'm going to eat with my friends in the other classroom.
そっか。じゃあ、後でこれ読んでくれるかな?
Okay, so I'm done with my letter, and I want you to review it. Okay. So he hands me a small pink envelope. So, Himeguri-san?
頑張って書いたよ。すっごい緊張した。
Well, I wonder if the problem is that it's sealed already, even though Taruhi's giving Miharu the vibe that, it's not finished yet, and I just want you to help me review it. Well, I can't imagine, but, well, I really prefer if she didn't hand it to me in the middle of the classroom. Oh, okay. It's like, by doing so, it's kind of like some girl giving a guy a love letter. Well, I mean, this totally looks like she's giving me a...
なんですかねこれ。
And the first person to pick it up is the unfavorite Mitsuhashi. Well, I knew you would come.
出ましたよ。そりゃもう教室のど真ん中で堂々こんなもの渡されちゃうね。何これ。
Oh, come on. I see some interesting developments going on. So, tell me what it is.
開けちゃダメだよ岡崎くん。みんなの前で読んじゃダメ。
Uh-oh.
そうだよ。ほんとあんたはデリカシーのない男だね。まったく。
So when Taruhi denies that, hey, you can't open it up in front of everyone, it does give Mitsuhashi the suspicion that, oh, it is a love letter and it's something so mushy-gushy, embarrassing that nobody else should know what's going on. Well, I really don't want to have you, of all people, lecturing me on that. More like Mitsuhashi's teasing Miharu.
デリカシーで腹は膨れませんぜ、旦
Ooh.
那。
Oh. Well, I have no idea what kind of character Mitsuhashi is trying to play.
それにしても、そっか。あのひめぐりちゃんが自分から行動するなんて感慨深いね。あれ？三橋さん、手紙の中身知ってるの？
I don't think Mitsuhashi needs to know. It's like, well, more or less, it'll be this. So Himegiri shoots me a questioning look, but I shake my head like hell. I tell Mitsuhashi about this.
知ってるも何も。これあれでしょ？恋文。恋文？ Love letter.
There you go. So it's like, there is no question. It has to be a love letter. That's the only thing that makes sense. Well, I think one love would suffice.
ラブ。違うよ。なんでそうなるのかな？
But it seems like it. Okay, so pretty much everyone else in class now gets the message.
いや、この状況でなんでそうならないのさ。
So Mitsuhashi-san continues to grill Himegiri, but as expected from our resident, let's see, Bunhead.
本当に違うってば。もう。
Oh, come on, it's not what you're thinking of. So just get that out of your head. Moo. Hey, stop making fun of me. So you're still bringing up that cow analogy from earlier. Well, that was scary. So for a moment, I thought I saw a demon in her eyes. Is this how a matador feels when facing a particularly nasty bull?
そうやってイチャつき出すあたり、やっぱりそうなんでしょ？
Well, even if it's not a love letter, or you say it's not, your actions say otherwise. Well, it's not what you think, okay?
だったら何なのさ。
So what is it then? Himegiri is going to be making something of a speech later, and I'm checking her manuscript. But the problem is that, why would it be in an envelope with a sticker on it? It would just be a piece of paper with words on it. If it was a speech draft.
そうだよ。
So let's see if Mitsuhashi takes on that.
何それ？親戚の結婚式か何か？
So maybe for someone else.
まあ大事な場って 通点かな。また冬部で何か担がれたの？あ、もしかして湯だまる関係？
So something that's related to Yunamaru, right?
それはそっとしておいてよ、三橋さん。
Well, in this case, Taruhi should just accept that, oh, it's Yunamaru and nothing else. Because that will help get Mitsuhashi's excitement to go down. So if she keeps saying no, or like, hey, don't say that, all it's going to do is make Mitsuhashi more excited, more energized, and she'll come up with even more embarrassing ideas.
ごめんごめん、湯だまる関係はこれだもんね。
So Mitsuhashi makes a zipping her mouth motion with her hand. Well, how old are these girls again?
でもなんだ、結局ラブい話じゃないのか。ま、相手が岡崎くんじゃありえないか。
Wait, so what's that supposed to mean? Well, I may not look like it, but I've received a pink letter or two in my life.
岡崎くん、ボロを出したね。ラブレターは1通2通って数えるんだよ。
Wait, what?
もらったことがある男なら間違えるはずないんだよ。
Come on! So I dramatically fall to my knees in the middle of the classroom.
情けない情けない男だよ、岡崎美晴。もらったこともないくせに見栄を張ってさ。無駄な見栄を張るほど虚しいことはないと思わない？ねえ、みめぐりちゃん。
So, you're trying to tell me that you have never received a love letter in your life, and in a sense, just trying to sound stupid about what the letter looks like and how it's written. But I'm sure in reality, you did receive one and you're just trying to cover it up.
岡崎くん、なんなら私が恵んであげようか。ラブレター。
Wait, huh?
3万で。
Okay, so that 30,000 yen again. Hey, so don't mess with me.
あ、いいのかい？今折れたら一生もらえないかもしれないんだよ。
Well, I'm sure no matter what, Miharu will pass on Mitsuhashi. She's like, well, no thanks, next. And there's nothing that Mitsuhashi has that would attract Miharu. And in fact, he's been criticizing her a lot. So he feels that everything that he says gets turned into a love or an H joke. Something that he doesn't want. Well, I never said I refused it, so I'll give you 5,000 and that's it.
無駄に男らしいじゃない。2万だよ。あんたにはそれぐらいの価値しかないんだよ。
So I wonder why they're bargaining now, or why it's become like a little haggling and negotiation. Well, in that case, why don't we meet the middle at 12,500?
くそ、人の足元見やがって。仕方ないね。これも社会奉仕と思って、それで手を打とうじゃないか。
Then I would like to discuss the details of the deal. I'd like it to be placed coyly in my shoe locker and with a heart-shaped seal, of course.
ああ、
でもここの下駄箱蓋ありませんよ。相手に届く前に紛失する可能性がありますが。
Okay.
二人とも
Well, indeed. In that case, you may also hand it to me directly, but I'll subtract the delivery cost, making it 12,000 only.
手渡しは別途オプションなので1000円アップですね。共通の友達から渡してもらうというのは現実味が大幅アップですよ。
Yeah, well, I see. So that is a good idea. So Mitsuhashi and I turn to Himeguri.
ひめぐりちゃん、いくら？
Ha 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 ha.
また二人してからかってるでしょ。
Wait, so is that another joke for me?
おお、今日の姫売りちゃん気づくの早い。
いや、オチまで来てるから早くはないでしょ。
もうみんなして、もういいよ。岡崎くん、向こうで話そう。
Well, I want to talk to you in private, Okazaki-kun.
ごゆっくり。
Okay, so see you later. So I signal for Mitsuhashi to shut up and follow Himeguri out of the classroom.
まったくもう、好きあらばすぐに人をからかって。
Okay? So I'm going to leave the rest to the next episode. And I didn't really like how Mitsuhashi wasted time trying to misinterpret what that letter is and making a big deal out of it. And it became like a auction or like a haggling competition with, oh, how much are you going to pay me? But anyways, the problem with Taruhi is that she wants to look perfect and she feels embarrassed and uncomfortable if she has to reveal the truth about her. And the biggest problem is that, well, everyone sees me as this winter master, especially for Kanon and Yuki, and it'll be hard for anyone to believe that she is not the winter lover that people see her to be. And it's hard for her to mention that the someone is her. And that obviously leads to all the misinterpretations that take place. So, hopefully we can see what Taruhi wrote in the letter that she wants to use to formally admit that she's not the winter lover. And hopefully it's straight to the point and nothing too fancy with all the words to make it sound eloquent or basically something that sounds warm and fluffy. But anyways, with all that in mind, I'll see you later.